Hi, I got some Bud Lights for us.
Okay, so I'm sure you all remember the big fuss that was kicked up last year when Dylan Mulvaney became the face of Bud Light. They ruffled a lot of feathers, and understandably so. Kid Rock damn well near lost his mind.
Grandpa's feeling a little frisky today. Let me say something to all you and be as clear and concise as possible. Fuck Bud Light and fuck Anheuser-Busch. Have a terrific day.
Ooh, you're odd.
Poor Kid Rock. He was so upset by the whole thing that he had to go out and drown his sorrows, didn't he? But fear not. It appears that Kid Rock's nightmare, and the nightmare of millions of God-fearing, red-blooded patriots, is nearing its end. Bud Light have ditched Dylan Mulvaney.
No!
Oh, tell me about it, Dylan. I know I was just as disappointed as you to find out that Bud Light's priorities do not lie with the trans community, but in fact, with selling beer, the evil bastards. And the worst part is, the thing that really rubbed me up the wrong way, the dildo, if you will, that obliterated this dromedary's anus. They only went and replaced Dylan with an actual Nazi.
Oh, Daniel Boland, this is a heavy hitter. Do you guys know who this is?
So, comedian Shane Gillis is the new face of Bud Light.
Bud Light partners with comedian fired from SNL over racist and homophobic comments.
You've got to love Bud Light's scattergun approach to marketing. It would seem that our customers don't like the trans. What about if we tried the complete opposite?
Bud Light parent company Anheuser-Busch InBev joined forces with Gillis, who was sacked by SNL in 2019 shortly after joining the show over offensive past comments. For a 2018 episode of his podcast, the comedian raged about white F*** T comics who are F*** and gayer than ISIS.
You know, it's kind of ironic that Bud Light have had a trans person as the face of their brand for the last year, because they seem to see the world in a very binary way. Everything's very black and white over there at Bud Light HQ.
Abortions for all.
Like the company's run by autists. Well, people didn't really go for the trans fella, so it stands to reason, in my mind, that everyone will love the cancelled comedian, cancelled for his homophobic remarks.
Very well. No abortions for anyone.
Yes, that will make us seem relatable. You know, you could just sell beer.
One person wrote on social media, Bud Light trying so hard not to be gay. Bud's latest move comes after Michel Ducaries, the chief executive of Anheuser-Busch InBev, while announcing the company's second quarter earnings, said they would avoid making political statements and concentrate on the platforms that all consumers love, such as the NFL and music.
Only a real suit could prepare a statement like that. Oh, we don't get involved in politics anymore. No, there, but for the grace of God, go Bud Light. We're just like regular, hard-working American people. We love the NFL and music, apple pie, puppies.
Following the comments, the Ultimate Fighting Championship became the largest sponsor of the beer, despite its chief executive and president, Dana White, defending former middleweight champion Sean Strickland after the mixed martial artist faced a backlash for making homophobic and transphobic comments.
UFC, yes, Ultimate Fighting Championship. That's what all the knuckle-dragging meatheads watch. That ought to bring those disgusting gastropods sliming back to us. I don't know, I've often thought that companies, they seem to put too much thought into their advertising a lot of the time. I think just so long as the name's out there and there's a kind of cool advert with a cool image, nobody cares. Look at the fucking aftershave adverts. I mean, I'm sure there's people who've done more studies than me into marketing, right? But how is it that Davidoff and Chanel and all of these things have been selling perfume to us for generations, And all they ever do is they show like a couple of black and white images of the ocean and a guy with his shirt off, and we're fine with that. We keep buying it. Nobody needs to be tricked into buying a very well-known brand of beer. And in the same way, I don't think that Bud Light needs to overcorrect now after all the Dylan Mulvaney fiasco and be the sponsors of UFC and Shane Gillis and stuff like that. God bless them, let them do what they want. I'm just saying it kind of just comes across as even more phony than the Dylan Mulvaney stuff. I'm no marketing guru, but I think if they'd have just ditched Mulvaney and gone back to making regular beer commercials, in time, all of this would have just blown over. People would forget about it, you know? And I think by going so strong in the other direction, UFC, Shane Gillis, cancelled comedian, it just kind of reminds us how stupid they think the consumer is. They think their customers are retarded, that we need to be tricked into buying their beer.
I don't think Bud Light can fail. I think they're too big to fail, and people have a short-term memory. I mean, the same people that can forget about 9/11 will definitely forget about Dylan Mulvaney's penis and Bud Light endorsing it very soon.
Anyway, having said all that, I do think Shane Gillis is a good fit for the face of Bud Light. Because, well, for one thing, he is somebody who very publicly drinks a lot of Bud Light. Every time he's on the Joe Rogan podcast, he downs about 20 cans of the stuff. So in that way, it is a deal that makes sense. You know, you've got an advocate for your brand who actually genuinely likes your brand instead of, you know, most people are just promoting things that they would never normally use or consume. And the funny thing is, Shane Gillis actually kind of willed this deal into existence on an episode of the Joe Rogan podcast.
There's nothing to be
I feel like
ashamed
you
of.
should be the new spokesperson. You could turn this motherfucker around.
They better hurry up and give me some money or I'm going to start drinking Coors Light.
You think Bud Light's going to bounce back?
Yeah.
I think so.
I think they will with your help.
I think this story is
I think Bud Light needs to just send me $50,000.
Just hire Chuck Norris.
Just give him a case.
Give me $20.
Hire Chuck Norris.
I sell 1,000 Bud Lights every weekend.
Yeah, Kid
I
Rock.
sell them.
They should hire Kid Rock to be the spokesman.
That's a lot.
No, go the other way.
We talked about it last night. That would be the best.
Too
How
bad we
about
can't
Kid
say
Rock
the whole
is the
commercial.
best.
The whole
30
commercial
second,
idea.
30-second Kid Rock commercial, let him go fucking nuts. 1 second before the end, Shane just comes in and goes, and me.
Or not, Ari. Anyway, I don't know. I'm always talking about people I hate on this channel, and Shane Gillis happens to be one of the people I don't hate. So good luck to him in all of his endeavours and selling Bud Light, making Bud Light great again. I am worried about poor old Dylan, though. What's going to become of Dylan?
Today wasn't supposed to be a crying day. Why do I always feel like crying? Why do I always feel like crying? Don't do it, Dylan. Don't you dare. No! I feel a little better.
Anyway, I think that's about all for today's video. If you've enjoyed it, give it a like. Tell me what you think in the comments. Share it everywhere. Show it to everyone. And I'll see you in the next one.
Kirk, crackers are a family food. Happy families. Maybe single people eat crackers. We don't know. Frankly, we don't want to know. It's a market we can do without.